folks, Captain Mike Hogan here from Salty Cape. Today we're going to be fishing the skirted swimming jigs in Woods Hole with local captain Nat Chalkley. Nat, what's the plan today?
We're just going to make sure that we're jigging properly, and when we mark fish on the fish finder, we're going to drop the jigs down, put it in free spool just to make sure they get down on the bottom to the fish and keep working our rods properly.
So we're trolling with the tide, but these strong currents, it's sort of pointless to troll these skirted jigs against the tide. It sort of creates a water skiing effect of the baits. They don't get far enough down to the bottom. But we're cruising with the tide. Now these skirted jigs, the particular ones we're using today, are the paddle tail version. And so when these baits drop, there's going to be a very natural undulation for that bait. And so we're going to be trolling with the tide. We're going to be in and out of gear, and we're going to be swinging over fish, over structure. And when we have a good target, we're going to take the boat out of gear and drop back. Oh, there we go, fish on. Right, yeah. That's how you do it. So sometimes it's hard to tell what kind of fish you have on at Woods Hole, so you treat every fish like a good one. When you take the boat out of gear, the whole equation's drifting with you. So, single fish. So that was perfect. Done a lot of filming over the years with Hoagie Lures and Salty Cape, and one thing I know is it almost never works out that well when you're giving the introduction to hook a fish like that. We're going to get going. The bite's obviously good. We're going to get this fish de-hooked and released quickly and see if we can't get another fish. Now, I like a high gear ratio reel for this style of fishing because I generally err on checking my baits frequently, and this particular Avid LX6 that I'm using has a 6-to-1 gear ratio, and so with 150 feet of line out, bump you're in, bump you're out, and especially when you're tubing, you're in weedy areas, or you have scaup eating your worm, or maybe a bass stealing your worm. I just think it's super critical that for this style trolling to have a high gear ratio reel so you can really check your bait super fast and be back out there. You can see that was just maybe a 30-second detour to check my not even to check my bait.
Fish on! Yeah, nice little fish here in Woods Hole.
And so we were fishing slack tide, and the tide's just picking up and really starting to head west. And we're trolling the swimming jigs over structure. Finally, springtime is here. Big chunky classic Cape Cod springtime striper in Woods Hole. Nice chunky fish. Yeah, I'm pushing mid 30-inch range. Big shoulders. Nice job, Nat.
Covered in sea lice too.
Yeah.
Good freshie.
Yeah. Now you'll notice with this Barbarian jig, this hook just really stuck. Classic springtime Cape Cod striper, covered in sea lice, which means it just recently traveled here. Yeah, we're gonna get this fish back in the water.